fire season.
It's respiratory virus season. Woo!
COVID or the other respiratory pathogens that would be.
Yeah, I'm just going to stick to the NFL season and leave the damn mask off.
Around this time, so I do think now's the time to get your masks ready if you don't already have them. In our own particular context, we certainly in our area, there's been an uptick in some of the COVID-19 indicators. For me personally, there have been cases around.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because Nancy Pelosi went to a hair salon. Anthony Fauci threw out the first pitch in a Nationals game to an empty stadium and took his mask off. It's kind of like they either had a death wish or didn't believe the BS they were ordering you to do. Pretty much. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah. The president also said exactly what he planned for the millions of illegals coming across the southern border. In the words of the brilliant thespian Arnold Schwarzenegger, hasta la vista, baby.
When I'm reelected, we will immediately commence the largest deportation operation in American history. But we cannot wait until 2025 to begin stopping this horrible invasion. This is like a military invasion. They're killing hundreds of thousands of people.
No, they're just here to work and stuff.
Between the drugs that are coming in, the people that are coming in, the crime. That's why tonight I'm calling on congressional Republicans to ban Joe Biden from using a single tax dollar, no taxpayer money, to lease or resettle illegal aliens into the United States.
Now the ladies on The View have a different take on the influx of illegals choking the life out of America's biggest Democrat-run cities. Send them out across the country so everybody suffers.
But frankly, I think we need to find, and we've dealt with this before. I lived in Miami. I was an immigrant in Miami in the 80s. You'll remember when we had...
Did you sneak across the southern border?
125,000 Cubans came in a matter of 6 months. It puts tremendous stress on a city, on a community.
What is the solution from the ladies at The View?
They need to be resettled elsewhere. They need to be resettled.
Yeah, how about back to their countries they came from? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, and it's only going to get worse with global warming and climate change because people
These fucking bitches are nuts.
Now, didn't Florida just have a hurricane and Maui just have some fires? And why would people come to America? Because we have the same climate changey stuff that other places do, and floods in California. Yeah, that's The View. That's what you get. They're just like the spectators on the Hunger Games, and we're the entertainment. Ultra, super, tone deaf. The governor of New Mexico, Michelle Lujan Grisham, who I call Lindsay Lujan, stepped over the bodies of thousands of kids murdered in America's biggest city to use a shooting to get rid of the Second Amendment. Needless to say, she's got a little pushback, and hopefully it will result in her impeachment and removal from office. Here she is declaring her own emergency to grant herself unprecedented powers to end one of our sacred rights.
You cannot exercise and carry license.
With one exception, and that is if there's an emergency, and I've declared an emergency for a temporary amount of time, I can invoke additional powers. No constitution.
Yeah, it's my emergency, and I'll take your guns if I want to.
In my view, including my...
Full of shit. Can't take anybody's guns.
There are restrictions on free speech. There are restrictions on...
That bitch is whacked out.
Oh, that's, like insane.
Yeah.
This 11-year-old and all these parents who...
It's her constitutional rights, the Second Amendment to have guns. Yeah.
And my charity, thank you very much. Newsmax host and Second Amendment expert Carl Higbee,
Bill of Rights,
a gun to defend us in Iraq as a Navy SEAL, had a bone to pick with the government, to say the least.
I have been warning about this since COVID. If the government can just circumvent rights because of an emergency, what's to stop the government from declaring an emergency to circumvent rights? That's exactly what New Mexico Governor Michelle Grisham just did. On Friday,
yes, sir, he's right.
From her ivory tower. Due to gun
Ivory Tower. Nice choice, Carl.
Due to gun violence, she is declaring a public health state of emergency, which in part bans the lawful carry of firearms in her state for 30 days. So if you're a law-abiding gun owner with a permit to carry, your rights just been stripped unilaterally for 30 days. This is to be enforced by a prison sentence potentially and up to a $5,000.
Yeah, except for law enforcement in New Mexico saying, yeah, we're not going to enforce that. Too bad, so sad for you.
Pound sand. lady. Absolutely not. In what world does she think she has the authority to do it?
That's going to do it for the show this week.
That's
Thank you
right.
for joining me. Make sure